checking in on me. This is Jake, coming at you from the back stairwell of my apartment building. It's 3:40 in the morning. Today's my Friday. And I just want to give you all a quick little update on my 100 sub giveaway. Plus a little more. I don't know if y'all can see, but like my eye is annoying the shit out of me. Let's see if I can get close. Y'all see that? Right there, redder than the devil's dick. I was changing the detergent in the dish machine at work today, and I was pulling the feed tube, the hose out. It caught the mouth of that bucket and it just sent just a couple drops straight into my eye, but that stuff's so concentrated, man. I stuck my head under running water like immediately. It's been stinging all day. I'm fine, just really, it's just irritated as all get out. Feels like I got a bunch of sand in my eye. Hopefully it's better tomorrow. To go ahead and get housekeeping out of the way. I'm smoking my Mr. Brogg number 152 Navigator. In it, Old Joe Krantz. I'm going to do a full-on video soon about these two. But they're getting along mighty fine. Where the hell's my tamper? It was in my pocket. With it, I have some Goose 312 Urban Wheat Ale. It's tasty, man. This is the first I've sat out to enjoy smoke in probably a week, just because we had a bunch of rain today, and it just cooled it down. It dropped at like 20 some degrees. So I figured when I got home, I'd have a little something to eat, have me beer, and since the outdoors no longer feels like walking through Satan's nutsack, I'd sit out and have a smoke. So here I am. So I want to catch up on some of the details of my giveaway. Excuse me. I plan on being open to submissions and entries until the 1st of July. Or at least until I have a decent amount of entries. If I don't get at least 10 or 12. I don't know how many people are really interested in this. I'm not taking it super seriously. I don't mean to discredit you guys that are interested, but depending on how it's received. But so far, my estimated deadline is the 1st of July is when I would like to have entries in, and then I'll go through them and then pick me a winner. Just kidding. Also, my last video when I announced my giveaway, I got my first thumbs down. I'm not even mad. I'm fine with it. When someone doesn't like what you're doing, that means you're being original and you're being true to yourself, and that means that you're not pandering to people, just wanting everybody to like you. I'm fine with it. I commented with somebody, I said, yeah, someone gave it a thumbs down. And I don't know if it's because they don't have a sense of humor, they didn't like my intro, or they just don't like how often I use the word fuck. But, you know, I've worked in an environment for a long time that cultivates a culture of what we like to call potty mouth. So to all y'all that like what I'm doing, thank you. I tip my hat to you, gentlemen. And maybe ladies. There might be some ladies that watch me, I don't know. Thanks to all of you. But that one guy or gal, you get the one finger salute, buddy. I ain't mad, it's fine. And to keep things moving, I said that I would share my Oyster story, right? Which is part of what I would like to see in your VRs is your proverbial Oyster story, which is a moment where food had a big impact on your life, or just a very kind of a poignant moment. And I said I would share mine. I mentioned maybe it was the first time I had a mid-rare steak, and that was kind of a game changer. But my true oyster story would be going back about two years, maybe 3, when I lived in Tennessee. And there was this girl I worked with. I was in love with her, man, like so bad. So bad. I adored her. But she was mostly vegetarian, technically a pescatarian. She would occasionally eat fish. And I said once that I would cook for her. If she supplied it, whatever it was, I'd cook it for her. She'd been eating like vegetarian for so long, but she's like, you know, I'm gonna get some fish. I'm gonna get some good fish, and I want you to cook it for me. So she got some halibut, beautiful Alaskan halibut, and so I decided to prepare fleton à la manière, which is halibut in the style of the miller's wife, which is a fancy French way of saying any meat that's been dredged in flour and pan fried, essentially. There are more steps, but so she came over, had this beautiful fish, and you know, I came up with the best sides I could. She got some really nice asparagus. I cooked that as nicely as I could, and did a little bed of rice and some other veg, some shit. But I put so much care into cooking this halibut. Just babied it. And so the meal was served. I set the table. Served her first, sat down, she took the first bite, and her eyes just went as big as saucers, just like she went from just to, like, seriously, I couldn't tell what kind of expression it was, and then she like covers her mouth a little bit. She says, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And I hadn't tasted it yet. Like, I did it, like, by faith, you know. I only had 2 pieces, and I wasn't going to take the first bite. That would be rude. So she takes that bite and says, "Are you fucking kidding me?" So I think it's bad. And I'm like, deer in the headlights, what's going on? And then she just beams this huge smile. And she's like, this might be the best thing that I've ever eaten, best thing I've ever tasted. And I have this little memory, you know, I'll never forget the expression on her face, ever. But it was at that moment that I realized serving food was my calling. Serving others and seeing how my efforts can make a positive change in someone's life, even if it's only for a moment. You know, some people eat for sustenance, some for you know, just a moment of that flavor. Some are more adventurous and they like to eat things that are exotic. Some just like the experience of dining. I'm a little bit of all of that, I think. But just the expression she made when she took that first bite, I'll never forget it. And that was when I made a conscious decision to commit myself to cooking. And that I was in the right profession. To what level I go with it, I don't know. But that's my most profound oyster story. I've cooked for a lot of people, some famous people. Never got to meet them. I've served a lot of meals, but that's the most memorable one. So that's just an example. I hope to hear some similar stories. I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say. And hope you enjoyed that little story. I don't tell it often. I haven't told it in a while. But, so there you go. My quick update turned into a fairly lengthy update, and I don't want to burn up too much more of y'all's time, so thank you for watching. I'm up to 103 subscribers now. I've picked up a straggler along the way since my last video, so thank you very much, guys. I look forward to your VRs. Any more questions or comments, feel free to say something down below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And that's all I got. All right, y'all.